You know, it's been almost a month already since the sudden death of the pop legend Prince, and one of the most shocking aspects of the story since then is the fact that the late music star, who was worth hundreds of millions of dollars, didn't have a will. I'm joined now by Lindsey Markus. She's an estate planning attorney from Chuac, Texas. Did I do that right?
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Now, this is amazing. I think a lot of people were just shocked that somebody who was worth hundreds of millions of dollars didn't have a will.
Well, I think the most surprising element of this is that Prince was so incredibly proactive in planning for his musical career. And because he didn't have a will, the court, given the complexities of this case, has now appointed a bank to act as special administrator to oversee how the estate is going to be administered.
Does this vary from state to state? If you don't have a will, what happens then?
It does. For the most part, though, if someone dies without a will, everything passes in accordance with what we call the laws of intestate succession, which basically means that the state has a specific statute that says if an individual, in Prince's case, for example, died as a single man without children, everything would pass to his heirs at law. And because his parents predeceased him, everything is now passing to his siblings.
And that's why we found out that he has 375 siblings. Who knew? People coming out of the woodwork. So obviously, the right thing to do, the smart thing to do, is to be very specific and have a will. If not, you're going to have family members and other people fighting maybe for years in court.
That is certainly the case, but a will does not allow you to avoid the court system.
Okay.
The most effective way to ensure that you do avoid the court system is to have what we call a revocable living trust as part of your estate plan.
And what's the difference between a will and a living trust?
Many differences. In essence, when you have a revocable living trust, you also need a will, but you have a special kind of will that we call a pour-over will.
Okay.
The trust is important because if you create this trust during your lifetime and then properly move assets into your trust during your lifetime prior to death, we can minimize taxes, avoid the courts, and also provide asset protection for beneficiaries.
What about young people? I think that's, you know, and Prince was a relatively young man. He was only in his mid-50s, but I think especially millennials, they think they're going to live forever, of course, but is it smart when you're in your 20s to already start thinking about a will?
Absolutely. I think it's never too early to plan because none of us know what the future has in store for us. And I recommend that at the very least, anyone and everyone over age 18 have what we refer to as powers of attorney in place, those disability documents to ensure that our wishes are upheld.
Better to be safe and get your house in order, as they say.
No question.
Thanks so much. We really appreciate it. And the purple, by the way.